Hello, everybody, and welcome back to City Skylines in the city of Helm. This is Kuros Paladin, and we're doing pretty well here. It's still winter in this city, and moving along just fine here, looking at one of our little suburb cities there. Now we're in the more or less right on the edge of downtown, an area that's about to become high density in the near future. And whoa! We're sliding off the roof of the One Detroit Center building here, right in Steel Canyon. Just following some Sims and vehicles along on our roads. So, anyhow, we're doing pretty well here. Here's our ziggurat. Ziggurat, whatever you say it as. That is our centerpiece of our welcome to our city. This is our original entrance to the city. And last episode we did some work up here in this neighborhood. We also added an electronics factory. I also had some fun with tourist trains, and I found out they were sneaking in, and I actually have been doing some off-camera play with this game for a little while, and I don't know what's going on. The tourist trains refuse to use this track to come in. I have built stations over here and verified that trains can use that track, that it's not segmented or something, that they can actually get to this platform. But the intercity trains refuse to go along this section. I've looked at my settings for traffic manager, and I'm only banning freight trains. Passenger trains are still allowed in here, and believe it or not, I have both types prohibited on this segment of track, and we have a train coming along, and watch, it's just going to happily blow right through that restriction and go to the wrong platform. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do, because I really don't want these intercity trains interfering with my intra-city trains. They really do mess things up. Oops. They just really mess things up. The whole reason why I built the 12 platform 6 track station is to keep the intercity trains on their own platforms and segregated entirely from my intra-city traffic. I'm not going to waste an episode on that. I may do something off camera to fix that, but for the time being, I'm just going to have to live with it. So, having said all of that, I did notice while doing all of that, when I built all this track out here, I never did connect this little segment right here. So let's go ahead and connect this segment. And we're going to do that with our anarchy and no bending so that we get a somewhat realistic looking Y there, as opposed to the default kind of bendy 45-degree thing that just does not look right. So that should allow some industrial trains to get in and out a little bit better. So we're doing fairly well, 72,000 peeps. We only need, I think it's about, looks like 7,826 more people to hit that final milestone of 80,000. Wrong button. 80,000. So we're getting closer, and that will give us the international airport. Last milestone, and I think it was a couple episodes ago, I unlocked the airport, and I'm really not fond of just the vanilla airport. I'd really prefer to hold out for the international airport. And because we're getting a little bit closer, I should start thinking about where that international airport is going to go. And in my prior cities, if you've seen my special bonus episode, my showcase episode that was of Landlock, then I realized no, it wasn't Landlock, it was Knight's River. But I was saying Landlock through the entire thing. I had the international airport, I believe it was over here. But this time I'm thinking it's going to end up this direction, out here by the industry. It just kind of makes sense. I also like to give the airport its own dedicated entrance and exit from the highway. And I would just, there's enough highway over here, I think it would be easier over here. So that would require unlocking this, but unlocking that won't be a deal when we reach 80,000 people, because I will be able to unlock all the tiles at that point. And we have more than enough cash to pay for it. So, I am, like I said, planning on putting the airport here. In fact, what can I buy? I actually could buy that right now. So let's go ahead and buy that one. And actually, I just realized right as I bought it, that is that hill there, which is going to make the... We're just going to have to level that hill, unfortunately. It's going to be somewhat unfortunate, but that's what we're going to do. I'm also going to just remove the ore industry paint from there. Oh, it's the ore industry. There we go. I don't know why I have to erase it, but I'm just going to. So, okay. So we're going to have to level that out, because obviously airports like nice flat areas, and that's kind of a hilly area. I could still change my mind and move the airport somewhere else. I could move it into here, but I would like to have it on the other side of the freeway. So why don't we just start the groundwork on getting that sort of ready. So let's just go into our landscaping. We're going to use the level tool mod. And obviously this is totally unrealistic. This would never happen in a real world situation. You would never take a hill or anything of this nature down like this. But progress demands it, so let's go ahead and do it. And that's the fun also of this game, is that it doesn't have to be as realistic. You can modify the rules however you want. Yeah, I like to be somewhat realistic, but I also want to have some fun with the cities too. And I am going to get rid of these cliff edges by using the smooth terrain once I get it laid out a little bit. So let's just go ahead and do this huge... Oh, hey, look at that. There's a... What is that? It's an old graveyard. Okay, well, tell you what, we'll give the old graveyard some... There we go. Then we'll just use the smooth terrain. We'll make this much larger. And that will just give these edges a little bit less of that look like it was carved out. There we go. Okay. So that's nice, and a nice big area ready for our airport that's going to come in. It is going to be absolutely huge. We might hit it by this episode. In fact, how about, now that we've just cleared that land, how about we actually work on... Oh, I don't have any residential demand. So that's going to be difficult to get some residents in without some residential demand. People aren't going to move in if there's no demand to do so. But let's go ahead. I'm just going to zone low density residential down in this area. Just fill out the rest of this neighborhood. I have no idea why those are all... Here, we'll just fill that in. There may have been a reason for why I have that lane, that area not zoned. I don't know. We're just going to do it. So hopefully some people will move into there. We are now actually going down in folks. I think my taxes are, yeah, 8%, which is reasonable. I still want to have this be in the green. And where does it show me? Somewhere it shows, here we go, that 64% of my income is from residential. And actually a great deal of it is coming from almost, look at that, 74,000. The next 50% of that is just the high density level 5. So I may just leave that where it's at. So, but it would be nice to encourage more people to come in. But perhaps I should put down some more offices, because there is a huge demand for it. So we'll go ahead and we'll continue to fill out this area between Ulm Minster and our little rock. Or also we could say between High Park and Bettis Hills. How is Paladin Park doing? Let's take a look at it. It's making money, and we've got 491 visitors this week, so not bad. Okay. So I just have to hope that some people start moving back in. We were doing some office zoning. Let's do a little bit more. We'll do our alternating office commercial. Go on opposite sides of the road. And we'll put low density over here for the time being. Because that is still more or less the outskirts. I could replace some of this low density commercial with some high density. But is there a better place to do that? Not really. Actually, right here. Why do I have high density commercial in there? Oh gosh, that's not supposed to be in there. That is wrong. That's inside there. That's not supposed to be there. So let's go ahead, unfortunately, de-zone all of that. Yeah, that was not supposed to be like that. That was a mistake on my part. Let's go ahead and put that what it's supposed to be, which is residential. There we go. Hopefully some people will move back into that. So here I am talking about getting some commercial and residential in, and I just end up blowing away some more. Excuse me. I kind of want to leave this open for landmarks. Yep, autosave. Come on, there we go. I kind of want to leave this open for landmarks. But I guess we could throw down some more commercial. I don't want to put too many offices because that is zoned as IT cluster, so I'm going to get these types of buildings out of it. And I'm really looking to fill jobs. Yeah. Oh, when did that happen? My goodness, when did I get 16% unemployment? Dear goodness, okay. We have an unemployment crisis here, so I need to get some jobs going. Did that happen last episode and I just don't remember? It has been a couple of weeks since I recorded my last episode. So, let's take a look over here in... Uh-oh, and we've also got this little stupid thing. But that's probably because the truck... Yeah, okay. Unemployment. Let's see here. Where is the... I just put a new mod in, by the way. Hide it, I think it was called. I really don't remember the name of it, but what it does is it hides all the darn icons for the districts because I really did not like those. But of course now it's a little more difficult to find those labels. So over here we have 998 workers, and it is... Well, I notice it also hides the stars, so I have no idea what level this is. I guess I have to go to this now, and where is my industry overview map? Farming, ore, oil, okay. That might not be the best mod, because now it's hiding the stars. Unless it's right here and I just don't see it. Okay. Well, it's not telling me I have... Oh, industry area overview. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, it's at 5. So I'm going to need... I should get some workers into these areas. And I can do that by the El Cheapo method of just dropping down some barracks. So I have ore industry worker barracks. How many do I already have over here? I have quite a few. Because after a while there's a diminishing return on them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that the only ones there? So I could... Oh, there's a fifth one right there. Okay. So I could put down one more here. I know that's not a lot of workers, but... Petroleum, let's see. We have some of those, and I already have quite a few of those laid down as well. Because production-wise, I think I'm doing fairly good. Where are the oil industry barracks? Workers barracks, it's that shape. There they are. Okay, I was looking right at them. So 4, let's go ahead, we'll put down... We'll put down 2 more. Let's one more time look at, though, how well we're doing with supply demand. We're doing really well on oil supply. We could use some more plastic output, maybe some more petroleum output, so let's go ahead and get some petroleum and plastic output going here. What does that? So that's storage. This outputs plastics, so it's another naphtha cracker plant, which I think I have one already, but let's go ahead and sneak one more in. Oh. It's a plastic, it's gonna pick up. Yeah, that would be okay. Do I need those power lines still? I don't think so. I mean, they were there for appearances, so let's just go ahead and get one. There. I think the same thing with these here. They're just there for appearance. Okay. So that'll help get us a little bit more plastic production going on there once it receives some oil. Over here in Copper District, what do we got going on? Metals, glass. It looks like we got plenty of ores, but we could use some more glass. So let's go ahead over here and let's get some more glass going. So that is ores. So which one does glass? These are all storage. Fiberglass. What else do we got here? We have the rotary kiln. Or kiln? Did I say, really? Did I just say kiln? Kiln. I know what a kiln is too. We had one in our basement when I was growing up. I can't believe I called it a kiln. Oh well. So we got the rotary kiln plant. We have the glass manufacturing plant. We also have the fiberglass plant. What do we have over here? Glass manufacturing? Do we have the fiberglass as well? There's the fiberglass. So why don't we go ahead and put down one more? Why not? If you're going to do it, you might as well go big, right? Except I don't know if I want to... Let's just have one... We'll just think of it as one massive glass plant. How's that? Just goes on and on. Like the Rouge plant. Okay. So hopefully that will do something. I mean, it's not going to bring our employment way down. We're 14%. That's a bit on the high side. But we did get a little bit more residential demand out of that. I guess at this point, I really should put some generic industries more down. So, we're talking about an airport over here. I guess around the airport, it wouldn't be a bad idea to have a little more industry. I mean, usually it's not prime real estate. And this ore area, as it currently is painted, is a little bit on the large side. So let's just do this. We'll take Copper District, we'll... okay, let's do this. Get that brush size down a little bit. Because I don't think I'm really going to expand Copper District anymore. It's pretty much as big as it's going to get. Now, there is going to be an exit here to get to the airport. This is going to turn into a 4-way interchange. I have another interchange here. I could get away with putting another interchange in the middle here. They would not be too close to each other to cause any issues. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to have one more interchange right here, and it's going to serve to the city, and it's going to serve to an industrial area over here. So let's just go ahead and pause. I always pause when I delete major roads because I don't want to cause too many issues with pathing. We're going to use Timbo's turbine interchange because it works so well. If I can remember where it's at, there it is. But before I put that down, we're going to level out this land again. And we got some music from SimCity Societies playing here. Okay. And then before we get... And by the way, I have the new Move It mod installed, or Move It version installed. Does some pretty interesting things. In fact, it probably would do what I'm trying to do right here a little bit better. But I haven't learned how it works yet, so I'm not going to do it. Okay, there, that makes that look a little bit better. So that takes care of that. Then what we will do is we'll go ahead and we'll put that diversion. We'll put that down. And that looks... Let's turn it just a little bit more. There we go. Boom. I think that's good. That looks good. And then we are going to, as I have been doing... where's my 4-lane road? Actually, I thought there was another 4-lane highway. Here we go. And that really can just go straight. Oh, I didn't want to do that long. So let's go down to the 3-lane. There. Okay. And then I guess it doesn't matter if I do it that way or not. But it worked out nice that a straight shot seems to work. We're going to convert that to a ground piece. There we go. And then we're going to do that. Excellent. And I have no idea what I just did. Somehow I clicked on that. Okay, wait a minute. What did I do? There we go. Somehow I clicked on those. Okay. So industry, right? Okay. So this is going to be the industrial entrance. This over here is going to be, when it gets replaced, probably move a little bit that way, and that's going to be for the airport itself. Because, like as I said, I really do want the airport to be its own dedicated entrance from the freeway. There's just a lot of traffic that will, it just makes the airport a lot happier. So we want a 3-lane one-way road. Let's go back to this. Let's go back to 0, so we're at the street level or ground level. And we're just going to be, actually, after all that, I am going to come out just a little bit with 4-lane. There we go. And then we're going to drop down to 3-lane surface street, one way. Or do I want to do the roundabout thing again? You know what that means, though. Oh, I wanted to keep that. If I do that, get that, that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this roundabout in. I'm going to get all my lane arrows in for this, or lane connectors in for this that I just built, so everything is happy. And I'm going to do that between episodes so that you don't have to watch it. So, we're also going to eventually figure out what's going on with our passenger trains coming in from the outside world. So, let's go ahead, unpause the game, let those people that were waiting on the road over here get back on the road. And we're going to end the episode here. So, thank you everybody for watching. If you like what you see, go ahead, hit that like button. And If you'd like to leave any comments or suggestions, please do so in the comments below. And I will see you in the next episode. Thank you and bye.